I'm so flustered. If I look flustered, it's because I am. Can you guys hear me? I've been having audio issues, so please let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. Ooh. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Oh my gosh. I feel like I look a hot mess. But the show must go on. It must go on. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Thank you. All right, all right, all right. So loud and clear. Good, 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 good. Look, I've been having audio issues, you guys. I'm gonna explain this before we get started. And I'm hot. I literally went, picked up, had to pick up a loved one. A whole lot happened to where I had to bring the loved one back here. Was not happy about that. And then I had to prepare for this, and then yeah, change my clothes, all of that. So now I'm hot. So, and Miss Beverly have a family, has a family. Yes, Miss Beverly, and she's looking at me. She's looking at me right now. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. So Miss Beverly has a family here. We try not to make appointments after 3 p.m. So that's why I do this at 3:30. But her family came back without her knowing, and yeah. So you're standing there. Wait. What, Miss Beverly? Huh? Yeah. I look flustered. Okay. Hold on, guys. Talk to Miss Beverly. Go ahead. You can see the
Hello, loved
stuff right
ones.
there.
How are you today? I pray that you're having an amazing day on today. Yes, we are getting to be busy, and I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be looking. The studio that she has set up today. Yes, I did have a family today. On last night, we received a phone call from a family who lost their loved one in their home. So I had to dispatch our guides out to go and make that removal on last night. So they met with me this morning, and then I sent them over to Inglewood Park Cemetery to speak to one of the counselors there that I know to help them with, burial. So they got that taken care of, but they came back here to finalize things, and I'm going to have them come back tomorrow. I pray you all have an amazing day. I don't know how this works. Don't even know if I'm looking right. Where do I look for the camera? You guys help me out. Maybe up there? I'm not sure. Maybe up there? Let's see. You guys asking questions or anything? I took my glasses off. Let's see. Until she gets back. Hi. Hi. Thank you for that. Latashala Turner. How are you today? Mr. Charles Calloway. How are you today? And let's see. Yes, that's all I see on here right now. I can't see anybody else. But I'm just filling in. You have a question for me? So I know it's not my day, but you guys have a question for me on today? Anyone? Anyone? Maybe I'm supposed to be looking over there. I'm not sure. Oh, look forward. Oh, okay. So that's. Oh, I see now. Thank you. But I still have to look down and look for you. You know, I'm up there a little bit, so I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. But she'll be back momentarily. Glasses off. Oh, my family is still standing outside. Okay, let's see. Hi, what is that? Ziva? Did I say that right? ZV 6927. Hello to you. Hi, Jason. Hi, Jason. Okay,
No,
here's Miss.
no.
Oh,
Still.
she told me
Look
no.
at me. Still.
Good.
Are you sure? Don't be having me on here crazy looking at.
Oh.
Are you sure? See, now we're gonna have to edit the beginning out then. If she's saying I was looking crazy.
And tell me, where am I supposed to be looking when I'm on here?
Right. You're looking at the camera.
I'm looking at the camera, but when I just look down to look at the screen, I told him I didn't know. I had to find out.
We trying to get it together, y'all. Just please bear with us. But this is where they ask the questions and everything. This is it right here, and I can't see because I'm, yeah. So, hi guys. All right. Did y'all enjoy Miss Beverly? She was supposed to be on with me today, but I'm like really going through. So not only did I not be able to, I was not able to leave my loved one today at the morgue due to technical difficulties with the paperwork. I guess that's not technical, but whatever. But I had to rush back here and get prepared for this, and ran into some more drama when I got here. Staff and stuff issues. And then, so now I'm hot because I rushed to change. You know how that is. And then, what else? Oh, and then I've been having technical difficulties with these mics. Now I have lavalier mics. I usually in my old videos, I use a lavalier mic, which worked perfectly fine. It connects directly into my DSLR Canon camera, and it works perfectly fine. However, with the software that I'm using to stream, which is Ecamm, for some reason it does not pick up my mic, my external mic. It only picks up my built-in mic, which drives me crazy. And I can see that Miss Beverly has been moving stuff around. OMG! Oh my gosh. Where's my stuff? Y'all let her mess with my stuff. Y'all. She was moving stuff around. Okay. So it only picks up my built-in microphone, which sucks. It's within my MacBook Pro. And so I'm trying to find a solution to where I can use my lavalier mic and also connect the lavalier mic to Ms. Beverly or whomever else I have in here. And so I purchased what I thought would work, which was a splint, a Y connector. And I thought that if I connected it directly into my computer, that would work perfectly fine. And no, it does not pick it up. So I'm just like, oh my God, are you kidding me? So then I'm doing all this research. So then it's saying get a audio interface. Is that what it's called? A USB audio interface. I think that's what it's called. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I got one, right? Y'all, Amazon been getting all my coins. Got one, thought, okay, cool, it's gonna work, and it just came today. So I'm like excited to connect it. Y'all, it don't work. It does not work. So I'm thinking I'm supposed to get some type of something that either goes into this part right here or this part right here. And then if that's the case, I'm like, so how do I connect my lavalier mic? Found out that they do make what's called an omnidirectional mic, condenser mic or something like that I can connect in here. That's a lavalier. Oh, it's just so much to try to bring you guys great quality videos. And yeah, sis is tired. I am tired, but hopefully we'll have a great live on today. I'm only going to be on here briefly answering some of you guys' questions. I did not see any questions. Let me go back and look. I did not see any questions on the post that I post about the live, but let me see. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me check really quickly. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for the likes. Hopefully, if you're not a subscriber, you will think about or consider subscribing today. And give me, go ahead and hit that like button for me. It helps me. Okay, let me see. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, no comments. Okay. So no comments, no questions under the post that I had posted. Um so let me put on my trusty glasses and see if I can get you guys to questions answered. Do you have any questions? If you do have a question, please go ahead and post it with a Q in front of it so I'll know it's a question. Please try not to ask the same question twice. Oh, thank you, Sisters Keeper. Thank you. I feel flustered. Like I'm hot. I'm hot. But let's see. So if you do have questions, if you already asked the question previously, like when we first got on, my apologies. If you don't mind re-asking the question by putting a Q in front of it, and I am willing to answer some of your questions. Now, I have been getting a lot of questions in reference to the embalming process. Now, again, I'm not an embalmer myself. I did not go to school for embalming, so I don't know much about it. As you all may know, I can't even watch the process. So it's not something I'm knowledgeable about. So I mean, I have been reading up on some things just so that I can be able to answer some of your questions, and also the process of decomposition. I have been trying to study that out as well because, again, I'm in this industry, but I don't know all things pertaining to the body and how it works and all of that stuff. That's not something I went to school for. So the decomposition process is not something that I'm knowledgeable about as well. But I have been curious myself because lately I've been picking up a lot of county cases. That's the cases that are unclaimed by families, which they can't find. Either they can't find family members or the family just abandoned them. So me and Ms. Beverly, we helped to process those families to the county morgue for county disposition. And I have been working on a lot of those lately, picking them up and taking them to the morgue. Um, and the ones that I have been picking up from, the coroner's office lately have been in very poor condition. And a, a lot of it has to do with the fact that, a few of them that I picked up had passed away in December and January. So we're in May. So you can do the math on that. So people think, they have a misconception that if a person is refrigerated for however amount of time, they feel like their remains will be preserved, and that's just not, it's not true. I'm going to ask anybody that's in here that's in the business that is knowledgeable about this, that's an embalmer or a medical examiner, to help me with this. But correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that, first of all, the refrigeration is only that, just what it is, refrigeration. It's not a freezer. It does not freeze the body. So I believe even with freezing the body, it's only gonna stay frozen for so long before it still starts to break down. I'm not for sure about that, but I'm saying just my thought process. But the refrigeration that they're in only slows down the process. It doesn't freeze it. It doesn't hold it, preserve their body for that period of time, or at that period of time, or that they're deceased. So, if that makes sense. So, think about it. If they're in a refrigerator and it's slowing down the process, and it's been 3, 4, 5 months, just think about, at some point the body is going to start it's going to break down. It's going to start to look like it's broken down. So when I picked up one case last week, I videoed. Wait, I don't think I showed you guys that video yet. Diamonds, get ready. So I have a video for you. I picked up a case last week, and when I saw him, because the coroners, they have to unzip to look at the wristband, and when they do that, I'm like, more power to you. Thank you for not making me do it. But when they do that, I have to look to make sure that it's the person as well. I don't have to touch anything, but they open it up and do that for me. But they let me see the wristband as well. And you guys, seriously, the last few, I want to say one, two, about three of them that I've picked up, because they have been passed away. One in December, I think two in January. Their body was in such poor condition. If this is going to gross you out, please turn it off. Please walk away. I'm going to describe it to you so that it's very graphic. Okay. The body had molded, pretty much. It started to mold, and it's green. Just think about mold. Just think about mold, like on fruit or on a potato. Seriously. Yes. Seriously? No. Okay. It's not funny. No, it's a woman. Thought that was funny. That was not funny, because she didn't say nothing. She just laughed when I picked up. I'm like, that's not funny. So, anyways, just think about the mold on fruit. That's what it looks like on on human remains that's been out for so long. And it could be worse, because they could be totally decomposed, which is a whole totally different look. Think of think of the fruit that's totally molded and liquidy and all of that. That's what decomp look like. That's what it looks like, for lack of better words. I got you, Zevi 6927. I got your question. Thank you. So think about that. So the last few were in very poor condition. The green, the fur, all of that was happening. So get ready, diamonds, if you want to see that in those videos. I have a couple of those videos coming up, and I did it just for you guys. That's not something I like to look at. It's not something that I like to see at all, but I said, dude, I'm doing it for my diamonds. So get ready for that video. And then also the one that I picked up today, he was so full of fluid. It's just something that happens to the body naturally. When you pass away, you start to, when you start to decompose, you liquefy, you get very juicy. So because somebody asked me about that, and I was like, gosh, they asked me all these questions about decomposition. I have no idea. I was like, I'm gonna go to Google, just like I'm gonna tell you to do. Go to Google, because I don't know. But it made me curious, and I was just like, you know what, let me go ahead and do some research and try to find out. It's just something that I'm used to seeing now. So I never found out the reason. But yeah, so the one that I picked up today, he's just barely started to mold or to decompose. And I'm not for sure when he passed away. I would have to find that out. But these, like I said, these loved ones are unclaimed. So they go through the process of looking for their loved ones, their family members in the hospital. Then they were transferred to the coroners for them to hold the remains until we are able to process them to the county morgue. So it's just it's a lot, guys. It's a lot to deal with. It's such a very gross thing to have to see and smell. The smell, oh my gosh, you guys, I don't even know how to describe it. I think one of my drivers said something about a turtle water. And I'm like, turtle water. See, I don't know. I have no clue of what turtle water smells like. So I couldn't relate to that analogy. So all I can say is the fish market. When you go into the fish market or to the meat market and how it smells, multiply that by a lot. Y'all, Patrick here. Miss Beverly's here. Tasha. Lachelle is here. So they loud. Y'all probably gonna hear them. Okay. Let's see. Questions. I hope I explained that. I explained it to the best of my ability. Why are you so beautiful? Oh, thank you, Charles. Okay, I'm looking for questions. I just saw one. Okay, is it Chevy? I don't know if I'm saying that right. 6927. If the loved one is embalmed, do they have to be refrigerated once embalmed? Good question. Not necessarily. It depends on how long they're going to be out for, and it depends on how cool it is in your facility. Because like right now it's starting to get hot out here in LA, and the building usually stays really cool when it's cool, but then when it gets hot, it gets really hot. And we have not yet gotten our AC, but we're planning on doing that within the next few weeks, hopefully. Oh, Jesus, in Jesus' name. I do not want to go through another hot summer here. Because literally, I'll be wanting to go in our refrigeration with the deceased and say, move over. Because it'd be that hot up in here. Like, no. I don't want another family to have to come in here and be subjected to this heat. No. So, yeah, it's a good question. Thank you so much for your question. Not necessarily. It just depends on how long they're going to be out and how cool it is in your facility. Whether or not they need to be refrigerated after embalming. But when it's cool in your building, like when it stays nice and cool in your building, they don't have to be refrigerated. Latasha, I'm gonna answer your question, but girl, please put a Q in front of it for me, okay? Hey Ray, is it true that let me see. Let's start pulling them over here. Is it true that the texture of the hair changes once a loved one is embalmed? Also, if the body breaks down after burial, how can a body be exhumed years later to look for evidence? See, now that's a question for a medical examiner. I'm not for sure of the process after burial. I'm not for sure of how the body keeps after burial. Not at all. I would imagine it would break down. Oh my God, he is so loud. Can you guys hear him? I would imagine that it would still break down the same way that it would if it, was still was, in our facility. So actually faster because you're buried. So I don't know. That's something I would have to look up for you or ask a medical examiner myself, maybe. And then you said, is it true the texture of the hair changes once a loved one is embalmed? Yes and no. Now, if your hair was naturally curly, of course it's going to maintain that. But I do experience a lot of hair loss, a lot of shedding after they pass away. What else? And yeah, I mean, just a little bit. I have experienced the hair not holding, what am I saying? Yeah, because when I go to like press it out and stuff, it does good. I'm trying to think because I haven't done hair in a minute here, but I'm about to. I'm about to after this. I'm trying to think. What am I trying to say? I know a lot of shedding happens after they pass away, and sometimes yes, if your hair uses a certain product to make it super curly and stuff like that, it sometimes it doesn't do it after you pass away. I've had that experience. The family will bring products in for me to use to put in their hair, and they say, "Oh, it usually makes their hair really silky and really," and it just did not work. But that's only sometimes. It's just different with different loved ones. It's really relative. I mean, yeah, I've had that experience though. I see it's 36 of you guys in here. 38 now. I'm going to need you guys to hit that like button for me, please, if you don't mind. I would love to give me some more likes, please. Thank you so much, Latasha Love. Good to see you in here, girl. Anybody else? Let me see. Let me see. Do you get many hospice care cases, Sister's Keeper? Um, I um Yeah, we do. We do. Um, we just had a couple of them recently, and I actually love working with the hospice facilities because they're really easy to work with. They understand the process, so they're really good at getting us what we need to in order to get the loved one laid to rest in a timely manner. So as far as like the doctor's information and stuff like that we need to process the death certificate and stuff, so they're really good at getting that information to us and getting the doctor to sign off and everything. Thank you so much for the likes, guys. So yes, we do work with hospice facilities and hospice patients. Um, yeah, and we actually have some that are on hospice now that call us and try to make sure that their pre-arrangements are in affairs are in order. And yeah, it's really sad, especially when you know the person, you worked with the people one on one, and it's really sad to work with them knowing that they're going to pass away. So it's really sad. And look, I went to the when I went to the coroner's office today, you guys. I was like, I was on the phone with Miss Beverly, and I was saying it's so sad and so weird seeing the coroners bring in people that have just passed and had no clue that they were getting ready to pass, that day was going to be their last day. It's just so weird watching them bring them in, because when they bring them in at the coroner's office, guys, they have to put them on a table, and that weighs them. It weighs them. They and then they physically take their measurement, their height, and I'm watching that, and I'm just like looking at the person, and I'm like, they had no clue that this was going to be their last day. They had no clue, and that could easily be me or you. You know what I mean? And I be having those kind of thoughts all the time, like, you never know. You never know when it could be your last day or your loved one's last, your family member's last day. So don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. Thank you so much, Sisters Keeper. Um, any more questions, guys? Come on. I'm trying to think of stuff that people ask on a regular basis, so that way I can answer them for you. Let me apologize as well for. I know you guys were expecting to see Mr. Charles on today for the importance of planning in advance live stream, and we just could not get our schedules to align. So I'm either working on that with him on a later date, or trying to find someone else that can conduct that live for me, or in his place. So I apologize, guys, because I really tried. I really, really tried. But we do have Mario from the morgue coming up on the 4th. Lord say the same prayerfully on the 4th of June. So look out for that. And that's actually on a Friday, but that's only because he's off. He's only off on Thursday and Friday. So I figured I usually put a video. I try to put a video out on Friday and Tuesdays and Fridays. So I figured, Friday The 4th would be fine. But I'm also working on something else for Tuesday, another live with a special guest. Haven't worked out the details yet, so I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to, put it out there until it's like set in stone. But hopefully we will get that one up. And this person is in the industry as well, and has a book on the oh God, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called, but it's in reference to the funeral home industry. So and then I reached out, you guys, to some people that's has a large following, and I did get one response from somebody that I'm excited about, but I can't. It's not set in stone yet either, so I don't want to jinx that one. But hopefully it pans out, because I was really surprised that they even got back to me. So I'm hoping that works out. So blessings and love from Finn. Thank you, Renetta. Is there an extra charge? Please, guys, put a Q in front of your, because I'm looking through and I'm trying to find all the Q's. Put a Q in front of your questions for me, please. Is there, let's see, an extra charge when the loved one died of COVID? No. Is there an extra charge? No. I mean, at least not here. We don't charge extra when they pass away of COVID. No. And I think it's against the law for you to charge more, if I'm not mistaken. But why? Why would you charge more? You don't charge more for someone that, pass away from like hepatitis or HIV, AIDS. We don't charge more for that. So no, shouldn't charge more. But I'm not gonna say that there's not some people that's that's not charging more, because I've definitely heard of some people charging more. Let's see. Thank you, Ray, for explaining the behind the scenes of the funeral biz. No, thank you, Derek. Thank you so much for appreciating it. What else? I tried to think of some things that you guys might be interested in on today when I was out. And I did take some pictures of, or I tried, y'all. Not trying to get in trouble, not trying to, you know, get my business taken from me, but I tried my hardest to like get some footage of like the morgue and the morgue. The morgue actually has several different containers. And for my diamonds, you'll be able to see some of it. Actually, no, I'll put it in public because it's not, I'll put it in public. It's the outside of it, so it's not no big deal. If it was the inside, like me sneaking inside, I would put that private. But the outside containers, they have, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, I want to say 6. It might be more than that because it might be some that I've never seen. But I've been in 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I've been in 6 of them. And they're huge, you guys. They hold a lot of people. So, uh-oh. Is he coming here? Oh, no, he's not. Okay, sorry, guys. Like, I'm literally right in front of the door, so I'm looking at people. Okay, anyway, sorry. But they're huge. They hold a lot of people. They have 2 new ones that I can't even guesstimate how many loved ones are in. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And all of these, I'm just looking around and I'm like, oh my God, all of these people are unclaimed. All of these people don't have family to claim them, or they have family but they abandon them for whatever reason. And then too, guys, you can't really fault some of these families because some of them don't have finances. They don't have the means to take care of their loved one, to lay them to rest or whatever, for whatever reason. At that time their situation may not be feasible for them to handle their loved one. So I can't knock all of them. But there are some, because we worked with them, that would just sign them over to the county morgue. They don't want to deal with it. And it's like, wow, it could be mama. daddy, baby. They don't want to deal with it. So it's a lot. We see a lot. I don't see any cues. No cues. No questions. My friend passed away in March. He is so loud. Can y'all hear him? Was that like because you can't hear him? Thank you. 45 people in here. Can I get some more likes? Can I get at least 40? Can I get up to 40 likes, please? It don't cost you anything to hit that like button for me. Please. He is so loud. As of today, he is still in the morgue. That's not unheard of, Grace. Not unheard of. I wonder if he's it. Sometimes people get the coroners and the morgue confused. Is he? Are you sure he's in the morgue or is he at the coroner's office? Services will be June 26th. No viewing, only the urn and his picture. Wow. Thank you for the like. Yep, summers are pretty bad, Derek. Are you in the industry, Derek? I can't remember. When it's a residential call, those are tough. Yep, residential calls are tough. Oh, I have a story for you guys. Since I'm not getting a lot of questions, I have a story. A few years ago, Thanksgiving, I'm enjoying my family, you know, at my family's house, and all of a sudden we get a call. And he is so loud. A death call, right? Get this call. And it's a home removal. And at the time I was doing majority of our removals, so it was nothing for me to go ahead and go and do that. So I get off the phone, and you know, pretty much my family knew what was going on. So I'm like, hey, anybody want to roll with me? And so they all was like, mm-hmm. But then a friend of the family said, I'll roll. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. That's so nice that he's willing to go with me to. Oh, that's really nice. Y'all, he had no idea where I was going. And I didn't know that until after we did everything. I had no idea that he did not know what it meant to roll with me. So we get to the mortuary because I had to switch cars. I had to switch out of my car into the mortuary van. So we get to the mortuary and I load up the gurney and everything, and I think it was clicking to him like, oh, okay, that's where we going. We going to go pick up a dead person, and I think that was going through his head like, okay, all right. And he never let me see him sweat though. Literally did not. I hope he watched this one day because this is funny. So we get to the person's house, right? And this, of course, there's a lot of family there. And I'm talking to the family. I'm doing the paperwork and everything. And I was like, okay, so can you show me where the loved one is? And so they showed me where they were. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So family, what I need you guys to do is I need you guys to please clear this area, allow us to do our job. And I'll come back out and, you know, and get you guys. So they did that respectfully. And I went back into the room and I closed the door and I started freaking out. I was like, are you kidding me? She on the toilet. She is on the toilet. This is crazy. I'm freaking out. Meanwhile, the family friend is sitting there. Please, no, please.
Keep loud.
Thank you. So come here, Patrick. Come here. Hold on.
Girl, where you get that blouse from? Girl, I ain't never seen you wear that before. You know I love lace.
Oh my God.
You
Say hi. Say hi.
Hi, everyone.
They can't see you.
What?
Look at the camera right
where
there.
Where is the camera? Tyler, put your ass over.
Oh my God. Don't come in here, cousin.
Move over. I'll look on camera.
You gonna break my chair.
Look at the camera.
What's up, y'all?
No, and don't come in here acting hood.
Well, anyway, can I just beat me?
I'm telling them my story. Okay, so you guys.
Tell your story.
So listen. So I'm freaking out in there about the fact that she's on the toilet. And I'm telling them about this removal that I did a few years ago.
Oh,
and
Lord.
I was all professional in front of the family. Oh, no problem. When I saw her, I didn't freak out. I just said, okay, just give us a minute. We'll be... I was freaking out in that, but I was like, she on the toilet. She is on the toilet.
Girl, where's the camera? I'm trying to find my angle.
Meanwhile, right here. Meanwhile, the family friend looking at me like, I'm gonna need you to get it together. He freaking out because he like, no. Man, I oosad.
You got to oosad.
I oosad and I got it together. I said, all right, I'm good now. Let's do this. Got her, because she on the toilet. She been there for a while, so guess what?
Oh, she was decomposed?
No, she was not decomposed, but rigor.
Was it older?
Rigor has set in.
Oh, Jesus.
So, can you imagine us trying to get her on the gurney?
Oh, my God.
I was like...
So, would you have to, like, lay her on her side or something?
Yeah, and then when we did that, guess what? Fluid.
Oh, God.
Fluid start coming out of her mouth, and he was freaking out at that point. That's when he was like, oh no.
That's why I just don't do it.
And I felt so bad because when we got, I had to stretch her legs out. I had to stretch her out and everything. And I in the thick of things, I do it. I woman up and I do what I got to do. But that was a challenge. When we got in the van, he told me, man, I had no clue what it meant to roll with you. I had no clue where we were going.
I bet he said
He said, I'm never doing that ever again. He was like almost in tears. He was like, I'm never doing that ever again. Ever again. And then he said, then you freaking out too? But she was on the toilet.
Your lady didn't look good.
Oh, good.
So you got to pull her together.
Okay, cool.
Prettiest hair.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Silk it out, right?
Yes. He's talking about our loved
Bump
one.
some curls in that hair. Good, honey.
Okay.
I want them to be laid.
Do you have any stories for them?
Honey, I got to get to this freeway, honey. But anyway, I'm going to tell y'all a story today, right now, honey. Let me think.
Can y'all hear him?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, let me go back up.
So, I dressed the body out in Van Nuys. This place is creepy as hell, too. I was at, 12 midnight, and I was working on two loved ones. It was a mother and a son. They were like, no offense to the gypsies. I love the gypsies, okay? No shade to y'all, okay? But that night, I ain't never been scared no mortuary. Honey, I go to mortuaries all day, all night. Honey, I can go to the mortuary in my dreams, okay? But this night, wow. I don't know what happened to the people. They first of all, they died the same day. They died in the same household within the same few hours. So as I'm dressing the bodies, I just felt like this over me, right?
Shut up.
I can just feel that energy. I'm like, what the hell is this? So, girl, I'm dressing the bodies, girl. Water coat hanger started flying off the damn coat rack, girl. The first one, I said, okay, maybe I went over there and I done disrupted the thing. And, one of the hangers got caught onto one of the clothes and it finally slid and fell. Honey, when it got to the third one, I said, pew! I got in my car, honey. Excuse me, I rolled a joint.
Oh, Lord.
Guess what? That's my business. Whatever I got to do to keep, and I prayed, honey, because them people have to have a funeral tomorrow. What them people was going to do if I left and got in my car and went home all the way to LA from Van Nuys?
Yeah.
What was they going to do at 12 midnight?
Right.
And I almost pissed my pants. I sat in my car and I prayed. Lord
Get it together.
Go in there and talk to them people, Patrick. I went in there humbly.
Mm-hmm.
I breathed first, honey, after I hit my last piece of joint. I flicked it. And I walked in there, honey, and I said, look, people, I'm only here to make y'all look good and help y'all out.
Sometimes you have to do that, though.
Yeah.
And that's not crazy.
No, it's not crazy. Because
spirits are real.
They passed away. They want to see how you going to treat them. If you going to treat them right with respect. And I treat them all with respect. I think they was just wondering, like, what is he doing here at midnight? You know what I mean, girl? So I made sure I laid her out, girl. Laid her son out too, honey. And you know when I said that to them, nothing else happened. I didn't feel that no more. Everything was relaxed.
Yeah, no. Okay. You so crazy. You so crazy.
Have you noticed I lost weight?
Oh my God.
Y'all don't know.
Y'all talk about me? No.
I've been going through it. I swear to God I have.
Y'all talk about me with this weight. Me always talking about my weight and stuff. How many times have y'all heard him say something about his weight?
Yeah.
I'm trying to stop.
Yeah, but guess what, honey? I just hit 40. Okay, you used to be in it.
Oh, no,
you used to be in it, honey. I just turned 40 in March, honey.
Oh.
And how this shit just sat on you like that. Girl. Look at that. But I did go down, y'all. But hey, right.
Did he just say
no shade
used to it?
I'm just saying.
Shade, but
no, it wasn't shade. It wasn't shade. I'm just saying because you know the struggle, just like I know the struggle. Girl, when you was younger, girl, you was young, skinny, and
and losing weight was no issue.
Nah.
But now it's a struggle. Yeah.
Why, girl?
And for me though, it's discipline. I'm lack of discipline for me.
I don't feel like I eat that much.
For me, no, it's not that I don't feel like I eat a lot. I just eat a lot of I don't eat a lot or enough healthy stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because I gravitate when I'm stressed. I gravitate to bad stuff, like Wingstop.
Yeah, I had that Louisiana fried chicken today. Ooh, I don't know
how
y'all. Girl.
The crack house?
Oh Jesus!
No, and the crack house right here.
My first time having their shrimps, baby. They had them jumbo shrimp. I got chicken and shrimp. I think I ate like 4 pieces and like 10 shrimps. But I'm gonna run it off when I get home.
Okay, it's gonna go run it off.
I'm gonna run it off. Like I said, they ain't fixed my damn air conditioner yet. I'm gonna sweat it out before I get home. No, I'm on car.
That's what I was just telling them because they asked about. Now, what is your answer to when a loved one is embalmed? Do they have to be refrigerated? No. I told them not necessarily. Mm-mm. It depends on
the time frame,
the how cool it is in your building.
Yeah, and the time frame.
Yeah, and the time frame. Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I would get them embalmed, and then I want to have a funeral 3 months later.
Right, that part.
I think they're supposed to hold up.
Right.
Like, dang.
Right.
Everybody do not need to come to this funeral from all over the dang world, honey. Let this person go rest in peace.
No, are they trying to raise the funds? That'd be the main thing.
Well, the best way to raise some funds is not being out there on the streets begging people for their damn change.
Oh yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Fry some chicken. Do something. Don't ask nobody for their goddamn change, okay? Because a lot of these folks be out here, girl. They be fraud people.
Yeah, they do.
Lying.
Yeah. Because I've even offered.
I see the same kids down this hill, honey.
I've even offered to help people. I have a funeral home, so I even offered to help people. Oh, they don't want that. Oh. No, we fine. How much are you paying? Oh, we paying it. I could give it to you way less than that. I could. And
every lie is about this pandemic,
they don't
girl.
Want that.
Every lie is about this pandemic. They getting help.
Welcome, Dominique.
I finally got my stimulus, guys.
Okay, that's not what we talking about.
Wait, I just got to tell them, honey. What's wrong with that? I'm excited.
Okay. We love you, boo. We
love
Patrick.
Nobody is done, honey.
Tell
she looks lovely.
Okay, good.
What happened, girl?
Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you.
Thank you, honey.
He had me on the floor, y'all. Actually, that was a better angle. I don't know. This shirt is making me feel a kind of way. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that little snippet with Mr. Patrick. All right, now I'm going to go back up, see questions. Let me see. It helps when you put a Q in front so that way I can see that it's a question. My question is, he's so loud. Come on, more likes, guys. It's 50 plus of you guys in here. 60 plus of you guys in here. Come on, hit that like button. It's so easy. Just hit the like. Hit the like. Y'all got me begging for likes up in here. Okay, let's see. My question is when would be the embalming video coming? Understand that that's someone's loved one and you've got to get permission and they deserve their dignity and respect. I just like to know. It's coming. Calvin, you gonna stay on me about that, huh? It's coming. Aren't you in school, Calvin? Aren't you the one that's in school for this business? I'm not for sure. Are you in embalming school? Thank you, Chevy. You one of the only ones. Is it? I hope I'm saying your name right, pronouncing it right. The only ones that put the Q in front. What's the difference between the coroner and the morgue? That's a good question. Well, the coroner's office, they handle the. Oh, see, this is going to be explained to the best of my knowledge. The coroners handle the uh, remains when they, as soon as they pass away, um, and they also handle the, what is it? The remains that, not the remains as soon as they pass away. The remains that don't have, they wasn't under doctor's care or had any known health conditions or anything like that. They go to the coroner's office, and then the coroners are able, the medical examiners are able to determine by doing an autopsy, sometimes performing an autopsy, determine the cause of death. Now the morgue, I believe the morgue handles the cases that are unclaimed. Um, if I'm not mistaken, the morgue handles the cases that are unclaimed, and the coroners handles the cases that that do not have, that was not. Okay, so now I'm switching over to my. Okay, sorry guys, my camera died, so I had to switch over to this. Oh, horrible webcam. So the coroners handles the cases that do not have doctors. They don't have doctors. They don't have any known condition, or they pass away of a tragic death, like car accidents, fires, or something like that, and they don't. They need to be processed through the coroners, through the medical examiner. I hope I explained that right. This camera. Oh, I'm so mad that my camera died. And I don't have anybody, because none of them know how to switch out the battery. Now, if the battery died, I mean, if it died while Patrick was here, I would have switched out the battery. But whichever. Thank you so much. I have a question. What type of work does Miss Beverly, your mother, do inside of the funeral home? Is she just a clerk? Does she help with the prep work? What type of things does she do? Miss Beverly does a little bit of everything, just like me, except for she doesn't go and pick up or drop off loved ones like that. She doesn't transport. She doesn't embalm, and she doesn't cosmetize. I cosmetize, and she does not do direct the services. So all this stuff, that's the stuff that I do, except for embalming. But I cosmetize, I pick up, I transport. So I should say transport. I cosmetize, I direct services. Miss Beverly she doesn't do any of that, but she does handle a lot of the business part. I'm still looking at that camera. I'm sorry. She does handle a lot of the business. She handles the death certificates, the processing of the death certificates, the processing of the PA cases / county cases, which is the ones that I explained that are unclaimed. She transfers the cremains into urns. She does that. She works with the family. She's an arrangement counselor. What else does she do? She makes sure some of the bills are paid. Sometimes I forget, so she does it. What else? She does a lot. She wears a lot of hats, just like me. She cleans a lot. She does a lot of the cleaning. She does help me with whatever needs to be done in the back as far as moving the arrangements of the loved ones. Like when we shelve the loved ones, she helps with that. Boxing up loved ones. She does a lot of our boxing up of the loved ones that's going to the crematorium. She does a lot of that. What else? It's so many hats, y'all. It's just a lot. Together we do a whole lot. So yeah. Thank you, Latasha. Did I add you? New member, welcome. New member? Ewan? Welcome, Ewan. Wait a minute. You a new member? Huh? I'm confused. I thought you were already a member, Ewan. But welcome. Derek. Guess I was in the industry for a long time. I stopped, but I am going to get back in soon. So you have some stories, Derek. I'm telling you, I think that was one of my funny stories with the loved one on the toilet. I just could not believe it. I could not I couldn't believe it. It's like she's on the toilet. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. I mean, but you never know what you're gonna get especially when you're gonna pick up someone at home. You never know what you're gonna get. So just yeah, and they not gonna tell you. The family not gonna tell you. Yeah, oh yeah. Maybe I should let you know. Yeah, they passed away on the toilet. So and we ain't moved them. So they not gonna tell you. And a lot of times they don't tell you that their loved one is oversized. You have to. I know. We started asking years ago because we had too many times where we went and it was oversized and it was just me and I'm like, did you ask the family if the person was over certain weight? Because for us it's over 250 pounds, so if you over 250 pounds that's considered oversized for us. So I'm like, hey, did you ask the family? I said, so they got tired of me getting on them for not asking. So they ask now. Because I never, don't you ever, 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 ever send me on another run. And the loved one is, and the loved one is 500 pounds or more. And I'm by myself. Because the family looking at me when I get out, they looking like, it's just you? And that's when it start ding, ding, ding. Yeah, it's just me. Wait, hold on. How much do your loved one weigh? How much? I'll never forget. I went to the hospital to pick up a loved one, and she was over 500 pounds. And the nurses looked at me. They said, "Is it just you?" And I said, "Yeah." And I get used to people asking me that, because they just think, oh, you're a female, you know. They just automatically assume that you can't do it. You can possibly be doing this by yourself. But the way they were asking me, and multiple people asked me, I said, okay, hold on. I said, is she big? And they said, yeah. And I'm like, how big? Oh, she over 5. I said, shut up. I didn't even bring a big enough gurney. So yeah, my staff, they got sick of me fussing at them for not asking the right questions. Because that's first call 101. You have to ask the approximate weight of the loved one. You don't want your drivers going in there surprised. You have to ask them what the weight is, or the estimated weight. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up soon. Answer a few more questions. Any other paranormal activities you notice? Now, you guys, we work in a funeral home, so I know a lot of people don't believe in it, but I believe in spirits. I definitely do. I mean, you can't believe in God and not believe in spirits. So that's my opinion. So yes, there's been a few times that I've been here by myself, and all of a sudden I start hearing stuff like stuff falling or stuff, and I'm just like, oh no. And I sit at my desk and I look around and I say, oh no, you got to get up out of here. You got to go. Because if you friendly, you are scaring me right now. So I'm gonna need you to go ahead and go. But sometimes at home, same thing. I've had experiences at home. Yeah. I'm a little scary cat too, y'all. But I love scary movies. That's the kicker. Like, I love scary movies, but I'm a little scary cat as well. But because working in this industry has made me a little stronger, um, because I know that they say that, what do they say? They say good spirits surround you to, kind of protect you or whatever, to let you know that you're good. But the bad spirits is the ones that come in and, God, what is that saying? What is that saying? Anybody know what that saying is? I just know that it's never a bad spirit that's trying to hurt me. I know that. Um, I do believe that they're not aware that, hello, I could be scaring the crap out of her, because, or him or her, because of my presence or whatever. But I feel spirits sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes. And I never fear the spirit, because I know they're not coming to harm me. But God, I can't remember what they say about the evil spirits. Anyways, but yeah. New member Dominique. Didn't I read that already? Hey, Dominique. Why did they make me join again? Are you kidding? I didn't. What? That is so weird. They didn't take your money twice, Ewan, did they? I'm about to get off. You know what, you guys? Don't renew. I wasn't going to tell you that. I was just going to make sure, see if it works, or give it a month and see if it works. But if you haven't renewed already, don't renew. I think I'm going to switch over to everything over to Patreon. It's almost done being set up. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch over, because you guys are having too many problems with joining, and then it's having you rejoin. That's not cool. Thank you, Ewan. Support this channel. Thank you. Like, share, comment. He is up there pumping. Thank you, Ewan. Explain to the viewers how you prepare deceased that have been burned victims. Now, I've never had a loved one. That's something that Patrick could have answered. I'm sure he's dealt with them, but I haven't. I have yet to have a loved one that's been burned that I had to prepare. The ones that I've had that's been burned victims were burned to unrecognition. Like, you cannot. Did I say that right? Unrecognizable. Yeah. So there was no preparing them. So yeah, I've never had one that was partially burned. Never. But I don't know. That's something for like Patrick, or somebody that's I don't know. He probably has had one of those before. Hey, Dominique and Dominic. We got Dominique and Dominic. Loving the hair. Oh, thank you, Dominic. I'm trying to grow on. I'm trying to get used to it. This is not it's one of those what I wanted versus what I got type of. Yeah. Do I have my phone up here? Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what I wanted. I think I'm gonna post this too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna post this. Now this was what I wanted. Does this look like, no? What is this? This was actually even more curly than it is now. The description was a loose wave. This is not a loose wave. This is a tight curl. This is not a loose wave. So I was like, are you kidding? Yes, I will not be purchasing from them ever again. Yeah, but thank you. I got to get used to this super curly. Thank you, though. Get those likes up. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for I don't know. Do I have you still as a what is it called? Oh God. What is it called? Are you still what is it called, Ewan? Oh, I can't think. Any other paranormal experiences, Ray? No. No. I'm 15. I've been in the industry since I was 13. Wow, Dominic. 2 whole years. Look at you, you baby. I joined first and they kicked me out. I had to join again. Even that's not cool. I'm not cool with that. People passing on the toilet is actually common, not real common, but common enough. Mm, yeah, I don't know. That was my first and last experience with one on the toilet. I picked up a deceased that have been in the bathtub for weeks. Toilet and in the kitchen. Bath the bathtub for weeks, that could not have been good. Oh my God. I have picked up a loved one that passed away, that drowned. And that body was, oh my gosh. It was not good at all. Not good. Like, no viewing. No. So I can only imagine. Oh my gosh. Moderator. Yes. There you go. Moderator. Thank you. I don't know. And I can't see where I can add you as one right now. I don't know. I think when you became a member it went away. Hmm? I had the lights turned off on me before. I've had when my little cousin passed away. Y'all have asked me about this young lady that's on the blanket in here, in my front office, and because I'm on my webcam, I can't really show you. Um, but she passed away when she was 9 years old, about 20. I want to say 20 years ago. 19 years ago. It'll be 20 years next month, if I'm not. I mean next year, if I'm not mistaken. But she passed away. And I remember when she first passed away, my television used to turn off and on by itself. And I knew it was her. And I just talked to her and I said, hey, I know that you're trying to get my attention, but you're also scaring me. So, okay, I love you, but you have to stop scaring me. And it stopped. It stopped. But I knew it was her. And I knew it wasn't an evil spirit. I just felt in my heart it was her. I'm an RN and I'm not, and I'm a scary cat. Yo, y'all want to hear a funny story? I don't know if I should tell y'all this story before I exit. I probably will. Working overnight in a mortuary, I have experienced spirits. Yep, Derek. Yep. Hey Dominique, I'm in the nursing school getting my bed. Oh, that's what's up. The night I have to go to the funeral home in a minute to check on my relatives' arrangements. Again, Ewan, my sincere condolences to you and your family. I really hope you all are able to give him a wonderful homegoing celebration. You guys, Ewan lost his, I believe it was his cousin, either his cousin or his nephew. I can't remember. But he was tragically shot 6 times in his car. He was only 24 years young, and he's really going through it. So please pray for Ewan and his family. Definitely pray God's blessings over you guys. Yes, they put them in a disaster pouch. Yes. Yep. Yep. A lot of the loved ones that I pick up from the coroners that's being held by the coroners um, from the hospital. The loved ones has been deceased for months and months and months. They're all in disaster bags. So yeah, but it don't stop the disaster from spilling over. Praying for you. That's what's up. Thank you guys for praying for Elin. Thank you guys. I'm an associate. I'm debating on whether I'm going back to be a midwife. Really? That's interesting, Dominique. You, oh, Latasha, thank you for helping me with the moderator. That's what I was thinking of. New members. Welcome, Alex. All right. So before I close out, I want to tell you guys this last funny story. Should I tell y'all this story? Y'all, I'm very scary. It's really ironic that I ended up in this industry. And I keep looking at this camera. I'm sorry. I keep looking at that camera. It's very ironic that I ended up in this industry because of the fact that I am such a scary cat. But I love scary movies. I love all things scary. Paranormal, zombie, not, but not that stuff that's like aliens and stuff like that. I'm not interested in that. I have to watch stuff like Resident Evil. That's my jam. I love that. What else? All things Insidious. I love all the Insidious movies. I love all the Conjuring movies. I am definitely going to be watching the latest one that's coming out, even though it looks a little iffy. Like, I don't know, like they trying too hard, but I'm definitely going to be watching that. But what else? Yeah, paranormal, zombies. That's my thing. Love it. So, yeah, this was a good 20 years ago, I think. It had to be, because this is my first apartment, and I lived in Rancho Cucamonga. I can't believe I'm telling y'all this story. Okay, so I went with my cousins to watch The Ring when it first came out. And I was so excited because everybody was talking about that movie. It was like, oh my gosh, yes, it's so scary. Oh, good. The scarier the better for me. That's my thing. I love it. So we went and watched it, and I wasn't really getting the hype. I didn't get it. It had, because The Ring had very slow, all the way to the end. To me, it was like right in the beginning, it was scary. Like when it first came on with the two girls and stuff with the TV and all that, that was scary. But then it just got so super slow in the middle. And I was just like, ugh, I don't get the hype. I really don't get it. Yeah. When that heifer came out that TV at the end of the movie, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I said, shut up. Y'all, I was so scared after that I literally could not stay in my apartment. My bedroom, all I could think of, I had a television in my bedroom, but I also had a television in my living room. And all I could think of was that television coming on in that living room without me knowing, and that heifer walking around the corner to come get me. So I was about like 20, 21 years old. And so I'm like, heart racing. I'm just scared to death, you guys. Literally, like super scared. So I was like, okay, I need some sleep. So y'all know what I did? I gathered my blanket and I went to my car and I drove my car around to where it was well lit in the front of my complex, in the guest parking lot. Yeah. And I laid down and I went to sleep. Because there was no TV. There was no way that she could come get me in my car. There was no TV. I locked the doors, rolled up the windows really tight. Y'all, I slept in my car. True story. True story. To this day, my cousins, my family, they be like, oh, so you're going to be sleeping in your car again tonight, huh? Because you watching that movie. Yeah. Hi, Tavia. Hi. I hope you feeling okay. You thought she was finna pop around the corner. I did. I can laugh about it now, but back then I was scared to death. Y'all. Like, literally. I mean, even in the car for a while, I kept looking around. And I was like, I'm a grown woman sleeping in my car because I'm scared to death. That's just crazy. But did it stop me from ever watching scary movies again? No. I still watch. I love them. I love scary movies. Yeah, when I started watching like Resident Evil, when it first came out, I was like, yes. It started to get a little boring though after, because it started to stop stopped being about the zombies and it was more about the people. And that's the same thing with The Walking Dead. In the beginning, I was all into it because in the beginning it was about the zombies. But then when as they start to get more used to the what's going on and all that, it started being more about the people, and it started being boring to me. And then Rick left. When he left, I was like, oh, am I gonna be watching this? I don't know. So anyways, but yeah, I could sit up here and talk to you guys about scary movies and stuff all day, so I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna bore you guys. Where's Patrick? Patrick left. He had to go. You are doing a great job. Keep it up, educating the public about what we deal with on a daily basis. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that. I really try. I don't know all things funeral home business. I just know what I have experienced. I can only tell you, what I know, what I'm knowledgeable on. And then I can try my hardest to get you guys, the people that can really go in on the embalming process and really educate you guys on that way better than me, because all I can do is read it, Google it, and read it like you guys, and who wants to do that? You want somebody that's been doing it for years, that's experienced in it, and that can really speak eloquently on the subject, and that's not me. So you thought she was finna pop. Yep, hi, probably covered the windows with blankets. No, I didn't do that. No, I had to be able to see. No, Dominic, I had to be able to see. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It definitely is, Derek. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Bear with me. I'm trying my hardest to get this setup better for you guys. Like I said, I bought a battery for my camera that plugs in, but then it wasn't working. I don't know what Amazon. So I have to send that one back, and I bought a new one, and it came today, but it went to my house. So yeah, so I'll test that out, and hopefully that will work, and that I won't have that issue with the camera dying again. And then as far as audio, I'm working on that as well. You see your girl. I'm trying. Look, I'm trying to get this audio thing together for you guys. I'm trying to get it to look better in here and everything. So just bear with me. Like I said, I have some other people coming on really soon, and I definitely want to get it together before they come on. I definitely don't want these problems or issues when they come on. So I'm trying to work it out. When is the next video going to drop? I'm trying to work out that too. Hopefully, prayerfully on Friday. I had a bad issues on last week with my computer. Now I have my laptop. One of my laptops, this one that I'm on right now, my Faithful. I've had this thing for like 2013, 6-7 years. So I've had this is my baby. But it's dying on me, and I have a new laptop that I have to switch everything over to, but I just haven't done it yet. And so I'm working on getting that done. But in the meantime, in between time, this thing, like when I try to upload videos, it takes forever. So I'm just like, do. Then when it uploads, it takes forever to process. So I'm just like, oh my God. So literally on Friday, it would have went up on Friday. It would have been like 11 something, but I fell asleep. Just gonna be honest. I fell asleep. So when I woke up in the middle of the night, I was like, oh my gosh. So I just said, forget it. I'll just put it out in the morning. It's all good. They not gonna be mad at me. Hopefully you guys wasn't. But yeah, this is actually Tavia. I'm helping my mom watch. Oh, okay, Tavia. Well, God bless your mom. I hope she gets well soon. I hope she starts to feel better soon. We are definitely praying for her. Look, Miss Ray, just be you. You ain't gotta be all fancy. Well, Dominic, I mean, I don't want to give you guys shabby work. You know what I mean? I know the better the quality, the better the experience for the people. So that's what I'm trying. I'm just trying to do that for you guys. I don't want you guys coming on here, because I did have somebody point out the obvious on last week's live. I was so upset about last week's live because I had no idea that the audio, that what I just told you guys already, now that I know, the audio is coming through my laptop. So everywhere I went with my laptop, you guys can hear me loud and clear, but you guys could not hear Miss Beverly. And it was making me so mad when I played it back. I was like, oh my God, you can barely hear her. And so I was like, no, I don't want to have those issues ever again. So I was like, okay, y'all, look at this. Really? Anyway, so I was like, I don't want to have those issues ever again. I don't want you guys to be struggling to hear. So that's why I just started researching, and I know I use a lavalier, like I said, for when I used to do videos back in the day, and it worked perfectly fine through my DSLR, but it's not picking it up on here, on this on this, what is it, software that I'm using, which is Ecamm Live. It's not picking it up, and it's really driving me nuts because I love this software, but the audio is the only issue I'm having. And I might have to switch over to StreamYard or somewhere else that's a little less technical for me, if I can't get this working. So I might send these back and then get the what is it called? Omnidirectional. What is it called? Hold on. No, that's not it. Omnidirectional. Some of another. I don't know, y'all. I can't even find it now. I can't find it. Oh, Lord. Omnidirectional condenser mic. There you go. And it's actually a lavalier mic that will plug directly into here. And then I'm probably going to switch this one into a double one where I could put two in there. Two of these. So yeah, and then see if it works. If it doesn't work, I'm done. Like, I'm done. You know, the good thing about Amazon is I can send stuff back, you know, get my money back. But I'm trying. I'm just trying for y'all. More worse YouTubers. Really? Look there. Wait. Sorry, we just getting on. Look, Miss Ray, just be you. Da, 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 da. I love StreamYard. Yeah, StreamYard is good. It just didn't have a lot of the stuff that Ecamm has. Ecamm has a lot of capabilities that I absolutely love. Like these sounds, like the applause. I love that. And they have that. Who wants that? Hey, you know when y'all be in the club and see, that's not me. That was never my ministry, but I've heard it like on television and stuff. So, what does this say? They got that. They got this one. They got that. And then I can play my songs and stuff like that through there. I love it. I have not gotten to that part yet. That's why I wanted to see the embalming video, because that would determine whether I really want to go through with that portion. Calvin. I don't know. If you don't have a weak stomach, you don't have, like, stuff like that don't gross you out, I think you'll be perfectly fine. Me, on the other hand, I can't. Like, I can't. Yeah. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys. I'm working on some things for you guys behind the scenes. I hope you guys stay tuned for it. And yeah, hang in there with your girl. We gonna get better. Definitely. So also, I want to know from you guys, I want to do something based on people. Hold on. Why are they not answering the phone? What's going on? See, they back there kikiing it up, but no one's answering the phone. I want to start a segment where I recognize loved ones that's passed on. That you all's loved ones that's passed on. That maybe you have someone special that you want to recognize, and I want to get that together for you guys. So I may post something so that you guys want the next live or what have you. I'll put something together at the end that honors those people, because I know a lot of you guys, I get a lot of comments that so and so passed on and I just lost so and so and this and that and the other, and I definitely want to recognize those people and honor them, because you guys support us, and I definitely want to support you. So that's something that I want to do in the very near future. So yeah, and pray for me, guys, because I like I said, I got a lot of irons in the fire. I have some people that I know you guys will love come. Well, that's possibly, Lord say the same, coming on in the very near future, and they're not mediocre. They have a large following. So pray that it does come to pass. And I mean, I want to give you guys great content. So that's my goal. Okay, well, let me stay here and let you be great. Blessings to you, Miss Ray, and chatters in live stream. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sisters Keepers. Thank you guys, everybody, for joining. And again, if you have joined my my membership, I do have a couple of videos coming up that I know you guys are going to want to see. I know you guys are going to be interested in. Calvin, get ready. I know you mainly. You would love it. So yeah, hit that like button if you haven't already done so, please. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and share my content if you think it's good enough. And yeah, I guess till the next time, I will see you guys later, and be blessed. Mwah. Bye, guys.